Yeah, baby. Uh-oh. The notification just went out. And when that notification goes out, baby, it usually only means one thing. It means that we are live. Yes. Let me slide some stuff over real quick so I can be properly set here. Okay, let me make sure the mic is good. Are we good? Yep, the mic is good. All right. We are in the building, and yes, we are here. It is Monday night. It is time for another VypDrive. I see y'all are already in the chat. I appreciate that. How y'all doing? What's up, Genosis? What's up? Yes. No, Genosis, the sure does not get here until tomorrow. So tomorrow I should have everything I need for that set up. But tonight we are rocking with the Hyper Quad, the Quadcast, HyperX Quadcast. So that's where we're at tonight. But let me stop messing around and get my man in here so we can start the podcast. Whew, okay, here we go. So, tonight I have one of the rising stars of the YouTube tech community on deck. We call him the Don King of Tech. VypDrive, episode 45, starts now. What's up, people? This your boy Viper, the man about tech, and welcome back to another episode of VypDrive. This is the podcast about tech, hosted by the man about tech. And tonight, I am joined by one of the fastest rising stars in the YouTube tech space. We call him the Don King of Tech. Let me bring in my man, Don Tech King. Mike is in the cut. What's up, bro? How you doing, man?
What's going on? What is
going on? We got him, Law. We got him in the building. He is live. He is here. What's up?
Ah, man, I can't call it, man. Long day at work, but I'm hyped, man. I'm hyped.
Man, I am glad that you are here. I'm glad that you are fresh and ready to roll because this should be a very interesting podcast tonight, Mike. No doubt.
I'm ready. Let's go.
All right. So I guess we should probably start at the beginning. So how long have you been doing tech on YouTube?
I've been doing tech on YouTube since October of last year. So I just started last year.
So you are a year in, okay.
Yep.
Now,
go ahead. My bad.
I was gonna ask now, what got you into doing tech videos on YouTube?
I kind of got tired of people asking me questions about tech. So I figured I'd just make videos for them, but then it just turned into me just kind of messing around, having fun. There's one of my first videos was I tried to make a spoof about the ChargeGate situation that was happening with the iPhones last year, and I just knew. I was like, yeah, this video for the pop, and yeah, it did. I don't even think that video got 100 views a year later.
Man, isn't that the crazy thing about YouTube, though? You think you put all your time and effort into a video, you think it's going to pop, and then nothing. YouTube is ruthless, man. It's ruthless out here.
Never fails. But it's fun, though. It's still fun, though.
No doubt. And you stayed true. You stayed true to the grind. You kept doing your thing, and now you are making noise in the tech space, and people know who you are. It's no longer who's that guy. It's Tech King Mike.
I'm trying. I'm just trying to be great. That's all.
So I watch your content, and I watch a lot of the videos where you introduce like two characters. Like it's like you got you, and then you got the doppelganger of yourself with the Nerf gun. He's like a big grown-up teenage version of yourself or whatever. How did you come about those characters? How did those characters come about?
16 years of being the only child and just being crazy. it's pretty much it. I mean, I'll talk to myself before anybody runs with that and turns that into something on Twitter. I don't talk to myself, but I just like to mess around where, like, you have conversations sometimes and you think like, man, it'd be funny if this happened. And one day I came home and I was like, I'll make a video like that. And it just ended up being something that everybody enjoys. So I try to keep on doing it.
So would it be fair to say that one of those characters that you portray is something, a voice in your head, maybe?
Yeah, I would say he's a combination of like the voice in my head and maybe like a YouTube commenter, because a lot of the source material for some of the stuff I get for him comes from comments. So he's almost like every commenter that I have in me in a way.
Now, is his favorite phone still the OnePlus 7 Pro because he is hard for that OnePlus Pro?
No. His favorite phone is actually the Note 10 Plus right now. So,
okay.
Yeah, that's his favorite phone. My favorite phone is another phone, but that video will be out tomorrow.
So speaking of your favorite phone, you have an iPhone XS Max. I believe you purchased an iPhone 11, but you had I think you made a video commenting about how similar the iPhone 11 experience was to the iPhone XS Max experience, and so you ended up taking the 11 back. But I think if I remember correctly, did you get the 11 Pro Max, or are you going to get it at some point?
I planned on getting the 11 Pro. Okay, so it is what it is. So I got the 11 Pro. And I went with the smaller one for the fact that the Max was fun, but I got the Note in one pocket and I got the iPhone in the other, so I wanted to go smaller. And I like the 11 Pro so much better than the 11. It's night and day. I love this phone. I really do.
Now let's talk about this because I did my iPhone 11 Pro Max review video, and even though it is a typical iPhone experience, I think as you're experiencing with your 11 Pro, it's not the same iPhone experience that we're accustomed to. So tell me, what are you seeing are the differences between let me back up. Tell me what are the differences that you're seeing between your use of the 11 and then the 11 Pro?
All right, so first off, the 11, I find myself using the wide angle camera a lot. I guess I fall into that rare category of people that I love a wide angle camera. I find any excuse to use a wide angle camera. So I love that over the 11. The 6.1 inch screen for me was good, but it's just something about the size of the 5.8. Just throwing it in my pocket when I go for a walk or a run or something, and just, like I said, having this thing right here next to it, it just feels so nice to come home and like, all right, work phone put down, and I got my small phone and I'm just chilling. And the battery life on this thing is amazing.
Woo!
Like, bruh, battery life is so much better than the 10S Max. Like, God, it don't make no sense.
You ain't lying, man. You're not lying.
It don't make no sense at all.
But yeah, when I was taking note for my review and everything, I noted how the build quality was different between the 10S Max and the 11 Pro Max. And then you got the brighter display, you got the improved water resistance, you got, like you said, the battery life is just night and day. Like, I think that's the biggest thing that you notice going from a 10S Max to an 11 or 11 Pro Max or whatever. The battery life smacks you in the face literally because it's night and day, man.
I'm this close to exchanging it for an 11 Pro Max because of the battery life. Because I'm like, if the 11 Pro is getting this kind of battery life, and Max is calling me, but I'm like, nah, I got to stick to my guns, man. I'm gonna keep the small one.
Now, when the iPhone 10 first came out, I had it, and it was the 5.8 inches, and it was just too small for me, man. Like, I'm used to bigger phones like the Note and things like that. I used the iPhone 10 for a year, and I was clamoring at the end for the 10S Max because the 10 was just too small for me, man. I don't know how you do it.
Well, I'm one of those people. I always got a case on the phone, so the case made it a little bit bigger in my usage, but also I had the 10 when it came out, and I had that classic case that Flossie did the video on, the speaking case that made it look like the first iPhone, and it was like the perfect size with that case on it. So I love that case on it.
Gotcha. So while we're talking about smartphones, you've used quite a few of yourself this year. You've had the OnePlus 7 Pro, you've had the Galaxy Note 10, you've used the iPhone 11, and now you have the 11 Pro. So what has been your smartphone of the year from the phones that you've used?
Ooh, okay. Now, this is actually going to throw some people off because as much as I like the Note, as much as I like the iPhone, my smartphone of the year is actually the P30 Pro.
You used the Wallway, okay.
Yeah. I had the Wallway P30 Pro for several months, and that phone was probably my favorite phone of the year. The big screen like the Note is OLED, battery life, blowing the Note and the iPhone out of the water, and the cameras on that phone were amazing. I just hate that there's so much stigma behind Wallway that it got to the point where I was like, I'm gonna go on and sell it, and I leave it alone. But yeah, that's probably my favorite phone of the year so far. Second place behind it is definitely the Note 10 Plus.
The Wallway, man. Yeah, it is a shame that we can't really get the full Wallway experience here in the U.S. just because of all the sanctions and things going on like that. But I know that Wallway makes great devices. I personally never have used one myself, but if they ever find a way to get solid footing back into the U.S., I would love to check one out. But right now, it's just really no point right now.
Yeah, that's the only downside about it. But I mean, if they were ever able to get in the States, which maybe they will in the future, I think it'd be really dope for a lot of content creators to be able to go and grab them, because it's the difference between buying something online versus going to the store and being able to pick it up for a lot of folks. But
oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, just having, like you said, having the ability to actually walk into a carrier store and be able to touch it, feel it, play with it. There is something that goes on that you have to like. There's that tangible feel and having it right there in your hands and in your face that you can't get with Wallway right now, and it's really like not doing them any good here in the U.S.
It sucks, man. It does, because I had the Mate 20 Pro last year, and I loved it so much that I wanted to get the Mate 30 Pro this year. But with all the stuff that happened, I was like, I can't do it.
No doubt. Yo, El Jefe, my head of security, man. Thank you for the super chat, El Jefe. We got El Jefe reviews in the building.
I'm renaming that emoji. I'm calling that emoji the Birdman hand emoji. I'm not gonna call it clapping anymore. I'm calling it the Birdman hand emoji.
Birdman hands rubbing together, baby. Birdman hands rubbing together. So you do videos on smartphones, but I know there's probably other tech that you're interested in besides smartphones. I think I've heard you talk about cameras a little bit. So are you into camera tech too, or are you into other stuff besides smartphones? What are you interested in exactly?
I leave the cameras more so to like everyday dad, technically T, whenever he get his camera stuff started, because he's a camera dude, Trent, Tech Rant, and all those guys. I'm more so, I guess you could say, like computers, like game tech, things like that. Like I did a video on my new Xbox headset that I recently bought, and I don't know, that video is blowing up, and I'm kind of like, man, I kind of want to do more stuff around my Xbox and just gamer tech. But I don't know, I kind of just like a little bit of everything. But I think that's one of the things about the first year on YouTube. You've been doing it for a couple of years, and a lot of other folks that I watch along, the same folks that we interact with, been doing it for a couple of years. And I noticed the first year is kind of the year where you're trying to find your lane a little bit. So I'm still kind of figuring it out. I know smartphones are fun, but I'm trying not to get boxed in like that. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to branch out and do other stuff eventually.
Yeah, the YouTube algorithm definitely makes it difficult to branch out and do what you want to do. But yeah, you are definitely still in the early stages, so you definitely have time to fill out your niche and fill out what you want to do exactly. Because once you make that decision, man, you got to stick with it. Otherwise, the algorithm will punish you.
Yes, and have you out on the corner putting your leg out on the street. But anyway,
like our boy Travis said, these YouTube streets are rough, bro. These YouTube streets are rough.
Man, he ain't never lied.
Man. So I know you probably been watching YouTube for a while. So who are your favorite YouTube creators?
Ooh. All right. So my top 3 right now, and they're not even tech related. That's the funny thing. But the top, well, I got certain ones that I love with tech, and then I got certain ones that I love just period. But I say some of my top ones right now are King Vader, Caleb City, definitely your average consumer. God, it's like so many. I think I got like 300 something subscriptions on YouTube, and I think I watch all of them. I watch all of them throughout the course of the week, because I don't really look at TV like that. I just look at YouTube, and a lot of times driving my truck, I just hit the play button, put it in the mount, and set it and forget it, and let it just play while I'm rolling.
Hey, that is pretty cool though, man. I mean, like I said, you're in a situation where you drive a truck for a living, so you can watch all the YouTube you want while you're on the road. And sometimes when I'm driving home from work, I'm watching YouTube myself. But you said 300 subscriptions? Man, I think I got less than 100, bro. Man, that's amazing.
I need to clean it up a little bit. I keep saying I need to clean it up. And John, I see your comment. I'm hashtag Toilet Squad. I've been on that. So don't do that. Sometimes you don't have to say certain names. You just know they're there. But no, I really need to clean it up, because I some people I still watch, and some people it's like I'm subscribed, but I don't really mess with it like that anymore. But yeah, I'll literally within, like today, I started my day at 11 o'clock and I ended my day at almost 9 o'clock. The whole time it's either between the radio or YouTube playing in the background.
Oh, absolutely, man. YouTube is such a time killer, and if you're not careful, you can go down such a rabbit hole on the tube, man. It's crazy out here. Mm-hmm. Woo, man. Yo, Tanner, when this thing popped up in StreamYard, I'm gonna get you, baby. There he is. Yo, Tanner's so lit with the super chat. Yes, Tanner, I appreciate you, bro. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. No doubt, no doubt.
Tanner still owe me my money dance from earlier today.
You better pay up, Tanner. You better pay up, baby.
I ain't letting that go.
So, I would be remiss if we didn't talk about the elephant in the room. So, you are the creator of the Saturday Night TechBytes. Now, this podcast has grown like every week. So, there are a lot of people that are listening to this podcast that might not be familiar with the Saturday Night TechBytes. So, I need you to explain to the listeners, Vype Nation and everybody else out there, explain to my listeners, Mike, what exactly is going on? What are the Saturday Night TechBytes?
All right. So the Saturday Night TechBytes came from, it essentially came from LeBaron Burton, the owner of Popcorn World. Y'all know him. If you don't know him, you need to look him up. And Tech Valor, her husband, Mr. Catwoman. The two of them came to me and they said they wanted to talk about the Note 10 Plus. They both had different sides of it. So my mind went to, okay, well, we'll do it on my channel. I'll make it a live stream. And somehow, some kind of way, I got this inspiration. I was like, I was looking online and I typed in Don King on Google and I saw a picture of Don King with Muhammad Ali. And I can't remember the other box that was in the picture. And it was a goofy looking picture. And I was like, I'm gonna make that the thumbnail. I'm gonna have a little bit of fun. And it ended up becoming such a big thing that I just decided to make it something normal. And it's like, you have all these people that we watch, like John Prosser, for example. You've been on the show as well. You know this. You have all these folks that we watch that we either, peers in the same category of space or whatever. They make tech videos, but sometimes you don't get to see them live. You don't get to see them actually just talking about it up front. And somebody like yourself, captain of Team Apple, it's fun to me to think I want to see him go against Apple. I want to see somebody who is like self-proclaimed, like El Jefe. He's an audio guy. If I could get him on there, I know he says that he doesn't have the time, but God, El Jefe, I need you. If I could get El Jefe on there, my questions would be geared towards, I want to see him argue against certain things that I know he stands for. Because it's always good to see people, it's almost like a way of testing someone, not necessarily to say you don't know what you're talking about, but just to kind of, have a little bit of fun. And you guys, the people who have done it, between you, LB, John, Trent, Tech Rent, Tana as a judge, all these people who have done it, it makes it so much fun because everybody brings something special to it. And it's like, my goal is I want to see that thing turn into something normal on YouTube TV or something like that, because it's so much fun to do. I love it.
All right, so let's talk about the structure. So basically, the general structure of a tech fight is you have two combatants in the ring usually. Mm-hmm. And basically what is happening is that it is a live tech debate. I don't know how many of you all are familiar with the ESPN show First Take, where you have the two analysts debating different topics against each other. Mm-hmm. That is the general premise of the Saturday Night Tech Fight. You got two people in the tech space, and they're on Mike presents different arguments, and each combatant has to take a different side of the argument and argue their side. And Mike has a crew of judges who judge the argument, and they tally them up after each round, and then that's how they decide a winner. They tally up the rounds when it's all over. Mm-hmm. And you got Mike, who busts out his Don King wig. Dude, how did you come up with the wig? How did you come up with the idea to don the wig, to get the wig, man? Because I love it. You know me. I love the wig, bro. I love it.
Listen, like I said, I saw that thumbnail and my mind just went, I'm going all out. I bought the wig. I ordered the wig and had it delivered the same day. And I even went to Goodwill and bought a $5 blazer. I was like, I'm going all the way out. I'm going all the way out. But
when you go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, the structure that you pretty much got it, but the structure about it. My bad.
Yeah, I thought you hit on it, but I figured I cleaned it up a little bit. But when you first started the Tech Bite, when you had the original Tech Bite with LeBaron and Mr. Catwoman, did you ever think in your wildest dreams that the Tech Bite would blow up to what it's blown up today?
No, not at all. I thought it was going to be something fun, and I figured, shout out to Eric and the Wire Wednesday crew. I figured it'd be something like, okay, well, I get the regular people. We'll get on there and have a little bit of fun. But the more it got bigger, and you got folks like Andrew Edwards, Roberto Blake, and John, and people like that wanting to get on, I'm just kind of sitting back like, okay, like, all right, this is cool, because it challenges me. Like when I get people like John Prosser and his status on YouTube, and I get folks like Andrew Edwards say he want to come on, Roberto Blake. It challenges me to want to come up with better questions, better sources, just to make it that much more interesting. And I always try to make things geared towards the people who are competing. So I had no idea, but I love where it's going.
Yeah, it has definitely grown into something quite amazing. And it's funny because I was talking to Christina Red, who's a friend of mine. I don't know if you're familiar with her or not, but I was talking to her on Friday, and she was talking about how she really enjoyed the tech fight between John and LB. And she was really into it. She was like, she wanted to coach John through the computer screen, but she couldn't. And I'm like, so you got non-techie people enjoying these tech fights, man. So you have definitely hit a home run. You have hit on something new. We haven't seen this in the tech space, and it's kind of amazing, man. So props to you for definitely bringing something new and fresh to the tech space, because it's sorely needed it, bro.
Hey, I appreciate it. And I got to say, I couldn't come on your podcast and not do it. I got to say thank you to you for being one of the originals on there. But I also got to say, the people need you back. you knew I was going to do it.
I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. So speaking of Saturday Night Tech Bites, we happen to have one coming up this weekend between Lover of Tech and Scott Peachy. Now, how did this fight come about?
The same way that all of them came about. They wanted to fight. They didn't necessarily want to fight each other, but Ben wanted to. He really wanted to do it, and Scott had talked to me about it a while back that he wanted to do it. So I had some stuff going on last week where I kind of really wasn't really involved like that, but I figured, hey, I'm going to jump back into it. We're going to make it happen. And we were either going to do it this weekend or next weekend, but both of them said they were ready to do it this weekend. So I said, cool. I'm working on the questions now. I'm getting everything together.
Daddy, what's up? Sabotage, thank you very much. And Eric, my man Eric from Easy Computer Solutions. I saw your super chat earlier. Thank you, sir. So I appreciate you all supporting the podcast. Thank you very much. So, oh man, I know Ben is he's a big Samsung head, or I know he used to be a big Samsung head. I'm not too familiar with what type of content Scott does, but what will the theme of the fight be, or do you know yet?
I haven't quite narrowed it down just yet. I'm still I have it narrowed down by tomorrow because I'm gonna announce it on Twitter, and I want to go ahead and make sure that they get the questions sooner than later, so that way if there's anything like that, they can talk about it. But the next thing I need to do is I got to get my 3 judges set up for this one, so definitely going to be doing that this week too.
So I think I should make a special announcement here on the podcast that we are live. I must let my man Mike know that this happens to be a weekend where I am available to judge. So if you need a judge, I happen to know a certain Viper, a man about tech, who might be available to judge. So just keep that in mind when you're thinking about your judging, bro.
I got to do one of your moves. The only way you can be a judge is if you come back for another fight.
Nah, you know better, bro. You know better.
Nah, you know what? I got it. We'll definitely make it happen because
I like that. You slick, bro. I like that. Like
I said, you gonna come back. You can come on as a judge, but you gonna owe me something. You gonna owe me something.
We'll see about that, bro.
From you. I'm gonna get something from you.
That's funny. I ain't mad at you. I'm not mad at you.
I gotta do it.
Oh man. So I'm gonna have you put on your Don King promoter hat right now. You're doing these tech fights. You've seen how big they've become, and they're probably going to get even bigger as time goes on and more fights happen. But what is your dream tech fight scenario? What is your dream match?
Ooh, okay.
Oh yeah.
Dream match tech-wise. Okay, so here's my dream match, and it's one that I actually want to make happen before the end of the year. I would definitely say the big dream would be something like MKBHD versus Lou. That would definitely be like a big one. But I would say the biggest one that I got in my mind right now is Andrew Edwards and Kevin the Tech Ninja versus Roberto Blake and John Prosser in a tag team battle.
Oh man.
That's what I want to see. I want that to happen because Kevin and Andrew are ready. I just need to know if Roberto and John are ready, because if they are, I'll put that on next month. I'll set it up and everything.
Woo! I think we can get Roberto and John together, man. I think we can get them together, bro.
Oh, Josh said Floss, and I don't know why I didn't even think about Floss. But see, I want Floss to be a judge more than I want him to fight. I think Flossie would be a dope judge. Like, I need Flossie and Tana and Tech Rant to be 3 judges at the same time. You got 3 of the most savage people in tech judging the fight. I think that'd be so freaking dope to have the 3 of them on there at the same time.
Bro, Flock would be a hell of a judge, bro. That would be legit. That would be lit up.
If I can get Floss to judge, would you fight?
I don't know all that, man.
I'm gonna leave you alone. I know some people had said, I saw it on Twitter a couple times. Some people wanted to see John versus Roberto. So I don't know, but I really want to see that tag team fight. If I can make that happen before the end of the year, that's my dream match for this year.
I think you can make that. I think that's doable, bro. I mean, if Kevin and Andrew are ready, I think you can. I mean, getting John and Roberto together, I think I think that can happen. So I think you might get it, bro. If you push for it, you might get it.
Well, but you know what we got to do. We got to get on Twitter and hit them up. So
we gotta do. Ooh, Bethany came up with a good idea. She thinks that Proctor should be a judge. Now that would be interesting.
I think it would be interesting. See, I want everybody who's had a chance to fight to come back and be a judge. That way, everybody can say they sat in the seat and they sat in both seats and they know what it's like. So, because I got folks like technically T, him and Jay Will still need to have their battle because both of them have been judges, but they have yet to come on the show and debate. So, but I also know not everybody's a debater. So I gotta learn to, sometimes I get too excited and I forget not everybody's a debater. So I can't push people into it. But I can't wait for the 2 of them to come on because T is just one of those dudes where it's like when he talks about judging, he talks about it like he's over here sweating about it. So when I see him in the ring, I can't wait to see him go against Jay. That's gonna be fun.
That will be a definite interesting bout for sure, man. No doubt. But this is fun, man. This is very fun stuff you got going on, man. I love watching them, man. It's crazy. Like, get your popcorn ready and block out your Saturday night because these tech fights are legit.
Man, Woo. I'm enjoying it, man. I'm enjoying all of it.
No doubt. So we are getting close to the end of the year. Do you have any big video coming up before the end of the year, or are you just rolling into 2020?
I'm just kind of rolling into 2020. I'm just kind of head down, trying to pump them out. So yeah, I'm just at this point. I kind of had, I had a lot of things that I said I wanted to do, but my main thing I did this year was I hit 1,000 subs. I got the channel monetized, and it's like just head down and grinding it out now. Those are my biggest goals for YouTube this year.
That's right, baby. That's right. Just keep grinding, man. Embrace the grind. I keep telling people, embrace the grind, bro, because you never know. You never know. It's all about the grind, baby. It's all about the grind. So you told me earlier about some of your favorite YouTubers outside of tech. Now I want to know your favorite YouTubers inside of tech. Okay. So just going off of the ones that don't need to be named, because obviously Eric, the tech preacher, Tana, John, Jay Will, T, yourself, MKBHD, your average consumer, like tech. When it comes to tech, it's like I have several people that it's like I have the notifications on and I watch the video, but there are others that, like I watch the video, but you only have the bell on for certain ones. Everybody does. I don't care what anybody says. So I'd say my top 5 is Flossie Carter. I actually have the bell on for Travis. I don't know why, but I have the bell on. I have the bell on for Travis. I don't know why, but it's just something about whenever, like, I find myself messing around, and I'm just like, I'll be talking to my wife, and I'll be like, "Hey, we should do something, right?" Like I gotta stop doing it. He's messing with my head. Definitely Tana, because Tana makes me laugh. Tana's one of those dudes that he just makes me laugh when he does his thing. Let's see. I already said your average consumer because I've been watching him for forever and a day. John, because John's an asshole. And at first, I'm not going to lie. When I first started watching John, I was one of those people in the comment section that I was like, this dude thinks he knows everything. And then, like, the more I started paying attention, the more I was like, well, he kind of does know a lot. He kind of does know a lot. And then, like, when I actually got into YouTube and I started really watching them, I was just kind of like, I'm going to do it. I was just kind of like, yeah, I'm just gonna be quiet. Just gonna leave John. But yeah, man, it's like there's so many in the tech space. I'm not gonna say it's too saturated, but it's like there are so many. Like Creator Cafe, they're pretty cool. I like watching some of their stuff.
CJ will have me saying player before I know it, just because of how many times he says it during the stream. So it's so diverse, man. There's so many people out there. I love it. Gadget Chat.
The tech space is definitely no shortage of talent in the tech space for sure, man. There's a lot of different creators and creative styles, and basically like a buffet in the tech space. What you like, you can have, man. It's amazing.
So it's awesome, man. It's a good time. It's a great time. I'm glad that I was able to slide in when I did. So, because I love it, man.
Yeah, man. You came in and carved out your place in the tech space, and tech space is better for it, man. No doubt.
Hey, I appreciate it, man.
Man, no doubt.
Gotta love El Jefe too. El Jefe, he's like the giant that's everywhere.
Seriously, who doesn't love El Jefe? I mean, there's a reason why he's my head of security, man. You gotta have El Jefe.
Everybody's head of security. I have yet to see El Jefe at a chat without a blue wrench. I seriously, I think I have yet to see him in someone's chat without a blue wrench. El Jefe is like that dude that he's everywhere, and he's always positive. He's just one of those people that every time I see him, I'm just like, man, this dude is like, his vibe is always unmatched. It's awesome, man.
No doubt, man. No doubt. El Jefe, he's the real one, baby. He's the real one. So I seen you on Twitter, man. I see you comment on Twitter about these people that always come out their mouths about just bringing negativity wherever they can. I seen you commented about this and how you don't particularly care for it, man. So, Mike, what is wrong with these people that always find something wrong with what people want or what they're doing on YouTube, or just being in other people's business but their own? Well, how do you feel about this, Mike? What's going on with these people?
I feel like there has to come a point in time where you gotta all right, try to figure out how to say this nicely. I was always taught you don't worry about the time on another man's watch, and you don't worry about what's in his pocket. So for me, I don't, I may not agree with a lot of the stuff I see. I may not vibe with a lot of the stuff that I see, but at the same time, it's like you got to understand that in today's society, I feel like what we've lost the ability to respect somebody else's opinion. It's like, if my opinion is different from yours, we can't be cool. And I'm not that type of person. I'm cool with everybody. I like tomatoes, you like apples, whatever. That was a stupid comparison, but I like something and you don't. That doesn't mean I'm a clown you for it. I'm not gonna sit up here and throw you under the bus for it. It's like the whole Android versus iOS. It's so old now that it's like, miss me with that, man. Like it makes no sense no more how people just get so fired up over stuff. And it's like we're in a space right now where like tech is so awesome. We got issues like the Pixel 4 battery, whatever, but tech is so awesome right now that it's like, why are y'all mad? What y'all mad about?
Yeah, I think CJ calls them the tech snob, man. They always find something wrong about everything, man. They can never be too happy about nothing.
Now, in defense of that, I don't know. I'm not gonna say I'm not a snob, but I am a little bougie. I'm a little bougie with what I buy. I pick my stuff out very selectively. But now I think CJ, he has been onto it with his way of approaching it, because it's just, and like Ben, lover of tech, when he comes on Saturday, I'm sure that's one of the things that I have a question about, is that for the most part, tech is so awesome right now. Why are people hating on stuff? Why are people mad about stuff? I don't get it.
Yeah, no, I mean, listen, man. When you say you bougie about the equipment that you want and buy, I'm the same way. I just went out and spent $400 on a microphone, bro. So, and I didn't have to. I just did it because I was able to, and I wanted the best of the best. So there's nothing wrong with wanting what you want. I mean, I don't think that you're a tech snob just because you like certain equipment. Right, I think when TJ says tech snob, he's talking about people that turn their nose up of every new tech that's out there. Mm-hmm. Like I think lately it's been people just ambushing and killing the Pixel. Now I spent 27 minutes doing a Pixel 4 review, and most of that review wasn't all that favorable towards the Pixel, but I didn't completely bash the thing. I did highlight some of the positives of the Pixel, but when there's tech like that out there, and there's so much going on that needs to be highlighted, and it's not always positive, I mean, it's our job to highlight that stuff. So, I mean, that might not make some people happy, but I mean, you got to be honest with these companies, man. You can't have these companies go out here and do whatever they want, because then nothing gets better, nothing changes. So we got to keep it real, regardless.
But I see, and I definitely feel like there's a difference between keeping it real and just like, you just sound like you just angry about it. Now, definitely, it's like you said, it's our responsibility to be the ones that say, hey, we're spending our money whether it's something that was sent to us like you, or if it's something I bought, or vice versa, or whatever. We're spending our money and our time. We're investing time out of our lives so that you don't have to. So you have to be able to distinguish between, I don't like that this thing doesn't have a headphone jack anymore, but I'm not going to go on a tirade about it not having a headphone jack. I'm just going to say, Samsung, why? You got the headphone jack and other devices you have. Why couldn't you put it back in the Note? But I just don't like the people that just like, they foul language and they go off about it. Like, it's not that serious, man. Keep it business and keep it moving.
Yeah, I think Roberto likes to talk about this a lot. The anonymity that's behind it. People could go online and say whatever they want, and they are protected by that anonymity, so they just feel like they can have the license to do whatever the hell they want, and without no recourse. I got an email in my business email today. Somebody hating on me, talking about, I don't even know what the hell somebody was talking about some skinny this and I don't even know what the hell they were talking about, but it was some hate stuff. I just deleted it. But this is the stuff that I'm talking about. People just say crazy stuff just because they can, and they know there will be no repercussion because they can hide behind that anonymity, man. Like, half of the stuff you will not say to somebody face because you'll be getting knocked the F out with the quickness.
No questions asked. Across the jaw and the heartbeat.
Ooh, seriously.
Yeah, I mean, it's and at the end of the day, that's the thing about it. We're all people. We're all human. We all respond to things differently. But I'm one of those people. Some of the stuff that has been said to me online, if you say it to my face, I'm not gonna let you finish your sentence. It's just pretty much the end of it. I like to make people laugh, but at the same time, I'll hurt you if I have to. Like, it is what it is. I mean,
two-hitter quitter, baby. Two-hitter quitter.
Yeah, my wife is a black belt. I don't play games. I'm good. I got to defend myself at all times. I don't play games.
Man, don't end up in them hands. You don't want them hands, bro. You want them hands.
Sometimes it's kind of anyway.
So, are there plans in the future for a Tech King Mike podcast?
Yes, there are. I actually started one earlier this year. And then we kind of had like an unexpected move, and I kind of just haven't picked it back up. But I do want to do one. I really want to get back into it, and I want to do kind of very similar to this. So I'm trying to wait until maybe the beginning of the year because I really want to focus my energy on perfecting the TechBytes now. So I want to go into next year pretty much with the TechBytes down, because if I don't, Travis is going to keep coming at me about the rules. So I want to make sure the TechBytes are where they're supposed to be before I jump into other things and do all of that type of stuff. But yes, I have thought about doing a podcast.
Now, would your podcast be tech related, or would you talk about something else completely?
I think it'd be a little bit of everything. Be tech related, lifestyle, kind of just talk. A lot of people, I don't know. A lot of my life, I feel like is one big like episode of Scrubs. It's like a lot of comedy and just a lot of random stuff that happens to me. So I would just kind of just story time, just talk, get somebody on there, just have a conversation, and just keep it going. When is the tournament coming?
How about that? Somebody is asking, when is the TechByte tournament coming?
The TechByte tournament is coming next year. It's coming next year. I was going to try to do it in December, but I want to go ahead and kind of get a few more fights in before I do the tournament, because it's actually going to be a battle royale. It's not going to be a tournament. It's going to be a battle royale. So, yeah, I'm that's going to be a fun one.
TechByte battle royale. Woo, get your popcorn ready for that one, man.
Well, speaking of popcorn, whoever wins the battle royale is actually going to get $500 worth of popcorn from LB. Me and him are working together on that. So, yeah. Popcorn will be ready for real.
Yo, you get that $500 of popcorn from LB, your life will change forever. I'm telling y'all right now, that popcorn is fire. Whew. Man. Whew, my goodness. What else is going on in the world? Oh, Mike, did you hear that John Laguerre might be leaving T-Mobile, man?
Man, I saw all of that this morning on Twitter, and I have yet to have the opportunity to really look it up. But I saw all of that, and I'm just like, but he is T-Mobile.
right, exactly.
He is T-Mobile. He can't leave. He is T-Mobile.
I agree. What is going on? Not only is he, they're talking about him leaving T-Mobile, he might be leaving for WeWork. Really, WeWork?
What? Nah. That's like when Jordan left the Bulls to play baseball. Nah, man, you can't do that. You can't. Nah, he can't. Nah, he can't do that. Nah, he can't do that. He can't do that.
Like I said on Twitter, man, John Laguerre single-handedly responsible for changing the entire U.S. cellular industry, man, mobile industry. The dude is the single reason why unlimited data plans are a thing again. Because remember, I think it was like 4 or 5 years ago, carriers eliminated unlimited data plans. This dude has done a lot of work in the mobile space, man. And it's kind of scary to even think about him leaving T-Mobile, man. I'm scared. I don't want it to happen. I'm scared.
He's brought the unlimited data plans back. He's improved T-Mobile's network year after year. I moved to Jacksonville, Florida in 2017. I had T-Mobile then. I still have T-Mobile. Just in those few years, the service has gotten so much better in places it used to not be. It's like he has legit made T-Mobile just awesome. I don't know, man. That's like I said, that's like the Bulls getting right to the 6th ring, and then MJ's just like, nah, I'm good. I'm all right. You know what? I don't even want to play baseball. I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna play golf for the rest of my life. I'm good. It's not fair, man. It's not fair.
Yeah, man. T-Mobile will definitely not be the same without John. I don't know. I mean, how do you follow that up? You can't follow that up.
Nah. That'd be like if Tim Cook just decided to walk away. It's like, who's going to take his place? We didn't think nobody could take Steve's place, but then Tim Cook stepped in, and it's kind of like, well, we see where it's going, and we kind of like it. And if Tim just is like, okay, well, 2020, I'm out.
Yo, if Tim Cook leaves, they better get Elon in the build. They better call Elon immediately.
Man, can you imagine Apple and Tesla merge?
Oh, that'd be like, oh man, that'd be amazing.
I might sell my charger. I might sell my charger and buy a Tesla if that happens. But that's one of the reasons I love my iPhone now is because of Apple CarPlay. So I might sell my Tesla. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah, Apple and Tesla merger would be something legit, man. That'd be special, bro.
Yeah, man.
Man.
Genosis with the hard-hitting questions in the chat.
Oh, yes. This is a good question. Genosis wants to know, are you getting the Lego Batmobile? Ooh, I think you're talking about the OG Batmobile from the 1989 original Batman film. Yes.
First and foremost, yes. There's no, I have to. The 1989 is the year I was born. Batman, that's one of my favorite Batman movies of all time. And that Batmobile is one of my favorite Batmobiles of all time. So I'm one of those people. I'm like El Jefe. I love the build. I love like just sitting down and building, just taking my mind away from everything. So that Batmobile, yes. And then at the price it's coming in at, like, yes, I have to get it. My wife's gonna get mad at me, but she'll be okay.
So I got George out here saying that was not the original. That's the only original that mattered. I don't know what other movie came before that one. I know they had the TV movies, I guess, but we don't really count those.
I don't know if there was another one before that. Oh, he talking about the Adam West one.
Oh no, we don't count that. Come on, man. Come on, George. Come on, man. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I thought he was talking about.
So listen, man. I love Legos too. I mean, hell, I have 2 Lego Batmobiles. I have the one from the Lego Batman movie, and I got another one. I forgot which one I have. I got one from Batman and Superman in there. But the original Batman Batmobile from '89, that'll be legit. I would want that, but the other one I want more than that, Mike, is the Tumbler from The Dark Knight. I don't have that one. I want it. I need it.
I want that one so bad, but every time I look for that one, I can't find it anywhere.
It's on Amazon, but you got to pay a pretty penny for it.
Yeah, see, that's the thing about it. I'm like, I get it when it comes out, and if I can't get it after that, I'm good. That's why I'm back there.
No, the problem with the Tumbler is that it's been discontinued. So Amazon and I think eBay are like the only places you can get it. But right now on Amazon, it's like $349. So you gotta pay.
Well, that's not that bad. But
no, it's not that. I mean, because they want $250 for the OG Batmobile from Batman.
Right.
So yeah,
right.
$350 for the Tumbler is not bad, but it's just man. But I want it, man. I want it.
Man, I've been building Legos since I was a little kid, and I think that my love of tech started with Legos because in middle school, I used to make I made a Nokia communicator with Legos. I just knew. I was like, yeah, I got a cell phone, and my dad is like, He was like, "You got a cell phone?" And he's looking at my mom like, "When'd you get him a cell phone?" And then I pulled a Lego phone out of my pocket, and he's just like, "What?" All right, man.
Yo, I am briefly gotten into Legos. Like I got into Lego because my coworkers at work were building Legos at work, and I'm like, that's fun. So I kind of took part in it, and I started buying Legos myself. They're like heavy into Star Wars. So I built like a Darth Vader Lego figurine, and I think I had a Captain Plasma Lego figurine at work too. So yeah, man. Oh, what you got there? Oh, you got an X-wing, huh? Oh, yes, sir.
Yeah.
Woo. Oh, he's serious. He ain't playing. I respect that. I respect that.
I don't even know where the Y-wing is, but I got a Y-wing around here somewhere.
But yeah, then like I said, I started off with the Star Wars Lego, but then of course, Batman. For me, Batman is like I love Batman, so I had to get the Batman Lego. I got the Lego. I got the Batmobile from Batman vs Superman. I got the Lego from. I got the Batmobile from Lego Batman. Now I got to get the OG Batmobile Lego. But I gotta get that tumbler. I want the tumbler, man. I gotta find a new way to get the tumbler. I want the tumbler. El Jefe has the tumbler. Give it to me, El Jefe. Give it to me.
Oh, he has the tumbler?
He has the tumbler, man. El Jefe has the tumbler, bro. He has the tumbler, man.
See, I'm an Iron Man fan. So my biggest Lego set I bought was for my birthday. My wife took me down to Legoland, and I bought the it's back here in the back, but I bought the original Hulkbuster from Age of Ultron. And it's like this big, and yeah, when I put that thing together, I felt like such a little kid. I was like, gee! But I think my favorite one I have now that I recently put together is Voltron. That is my favorite one because it actually disassembles to all 5 of the lions. It's so dope, and it's cheap too. It's only like I think $180 for like 2,300 pieces. It's really cheap. It's really dope.
Listen, George. Since I know who you are, I'm gonna let people know. If you're a Verizon Unlimited customer, you get Disney Plus free for a year. But make no mistake, George, even though the totality of Marvel might be better than DC, Batman is better than anything Marvel has ever created in their entire life. Because Batman is life. I don't care what Marvel. Hey, don't make it on face taking like Batman is life, bro. I don't care what they have in the Marvel universe. I don't care. Batman is life.
Ooh.
There's no ugh.
I love Batman, but Iron Man is life, man. Iron Man is
what?
life.
What? Iron Man?
No, you know what? Okay, no. We'll agree to disagree, and I'm gonna tell you why. I love Iron Man and Batman for the fact that they're regular dudes with a lot of money. So it's like if Tim Cook and Elon Musk decided to be Iron Man and Batman, they could do it.
Oh, absolutely, they could. Oh, easily.
But Iron Man still would.
He said, no, don't hate, George. Don't hate. Batman is life. But you know, if Mike likes Iron Man, I'm cool with that. We can agree to disagree. Like we said, we can do that. Tech King Mike, it's been a pleasure, man.
Hey man, I'm glad to have been a part of this, dude. Like I said, I always watch. I watched the one with Terry Warfield and El Jefe and all the other folks that you've had on here, and I'm always in the chat with the little peeping eyes and stuff. So when you hit me up today, I was rolling in my truck like, okay, cool.
I appreciate you taking the time, but before we get out of here, let the people know where they can find you at.
Tech King Mike, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. I'm just in the YouTube streets, just trying to have a little bit of fun and be great. So come
no doubt. If you guys have not checked this man out, definitely go check out his YouTube channel, Tech King Mike. I think it's no longer underscores, it's just Tech Space King Space Mike, right?
Yeah, it's just Tech King Mike, no underscores on that like that.
Cool. For those of y'all listening on audio only, I will have his information in the show notes, so make sure you go check him out. But that will be episode 45 of VypDrive. And I appreciate you all tuning into the live stream on YouTube. Thank you very much. If you're listening on audio only, I appreciate you guys listening. Thank you very much. If you want to support the podcast, there will be information in the show notes for you to do that. If you're on YouTube, super chats are always open. For those of y'all that super chatted tonight, thank you very much. But if you are watching on the replay, if you want to support the podcast, there will be links in the description of YouTube and in the show notes if you're listening on audio only. But we out of here, and I will be back next week for VypDrive episode 46, and the audio should be vastly better than what it is tonight because I got new audio gear coming tomorrow, so it's gonna be lovely. But until the next time, people, this your boy Viper, the man about tech. You know where to find me, so come back for more.